had some beautiful weather today in Baden-Baden. It looked like the players were in a quite quiet mood actually. We had 4 draws, 5 draws actually. Can you tell me something about the position we have here in the game, the longest game of the day? Carlsen against Vitiugov.
Yeah, the longest and the most exciting game, where Magnus Carlsen seemed like he was determined to will his way to victory. Just he didn't get anything out of the opening or the middle game really, but he just kept playing, asking some small questions. Nikita Vitiugov, who has not lost a game yet, kept defending stubbornly. In this position, it looked like Magnus was finally getting somewhere with the move rook to g7. He's attacking the bishop. If the bishop goes anywhere, of course this pawn could be in some trouble, and the problem black has is that the natural move king to f6 fails to. Rook takes g5, king takes g5, and bishop e7 check, winning the rook. So you can't do that. Instead, Vitiugov had to find a different defense. And I honestly thought Magnus was going to win here. I thought he's found a way through. But Vitiugov kept his cool. Gave a check, which is an obvious move. Rook d2 check, asking the king where to go. Magnus's point was he goes to c1, keeping this rook under attack with the king. So once again, king f6 fails to rook takes g5. And then we take the rook. So black has to find something else. And I didn't see it, but Vitiugov kept his cool and found an amazing resource here. Sorry, there's a pawn missing on c7 in form of the move bishop to f6. That pawn might have been kind of important for the others. Bishop to f6, and now it turns out that if white takes the pawn, which he was going after, his rook is not a particularly happy camper on g4, because after rook d8, this rook would like to free himself. It can't really go anywhere, and if it were to go to g6, then there's king to f7. The rook still has no squares but h6, and it runs into bishop g5 check, picking up the rook. So obviously none of these adventures would have worked, and therefore after bishop to f6, Carlsen decided, probably with a heavy heart, that was too risky to take this pawn or this pawn, because now black gets a hold of this pawn, rook d3, and his g-pawn is very strong. And he decided to simplify into a drawn bishop endgame. So amazing massage by Magnus Carlsen, and very, very tough defense by Nikita Vitiugov. I was very impressed with that game.
Impressed by the game of the play of Vitiugov in this tournament? He didn't lose a game, two wins in Karlsruhe, and then he seems to have no real problems in the rest of the tournament.
No, I think most people knew what a strong player he is from him winning opens and doing very well on the Russian national team. And just his rating, 2735, is just one of the guys who's slightly outside the top 10, so he hasn't had many super tournament invitations. But it's not a surprise to see him doing well, however. The last 2 rounds to make draws with black against Aronian and Carlsen, that's, yeah, as tough as any schedule you could have, and he's passed the test.
He's passed the test, yeah. There were four more draws today. Anything special you saw in those games? I think it was very quiet actually today.
Yeah, the other big clash on paper at the very least was Caruana with white against Aronian. Aronian maybe slightly surprised Fabiano with the Berlin. Fabiano, yeah, managed to put some pressure, but Aronian defended well. And of course Fabiano, he's not in a must-win situation, so he chose a line where he was reasonably safe. Still leading the tournament going into the final round. The other games, Matthias Blübaum keeps doing very well. He's on 50%, is I think the lowest rated going into the tournament. Today, solid draw against Maxim Vasilyev. Great event for him.
Yep. Yeah. There's a big day coming up tomorrow, last round. 3 players still have the chance to win the tournament. Vitiugov, Caruana and Magnus Carlsen. And we have the big clash tomorrow, Vitiugov against Caruana. So that's going to be exciting, I think.
Yeah, tough spot, or interesting spot for Nikita Vitiugov if he wants to go all out with the white pieces, try to win the tournament by defeating Fabiano Caruana, overtaking him. But of course, even easier said than done, even if you have that plan. Caruana is a pretty good chess player, just won the candidates. He hasn't really lost a game for a while now, since losing to Sergei Karyakin in the candidates. So Nikita has his work cut out for him. I expect him to try. Then there's also the situation Magnus Carlsen is in. I think with black against Vishy Anand, he would have to win to have a chance at a tiebreak or winning the tournament. And that's not an easy thing to do, even though Vishy has not had a great event. With white against Magnus, he's going to be solid and motivated.
So we're looking forward to the last round tomorrow with some big games, hopefully. Thank you very much, Jan Gustafsson, for this recap today.
Thank you.